Can't believe I'm streaming in the stream, bro. This is so epic. Also,
Okay.
Hi, Twitch.
Hey Twitch, welcome back everyone to Rise of the Runelords.
I'm not gonna insult you again, Twitch. I feel bad for last time. I hope you can forgive me.
Wherein, to give a brief recap of what happened last time, our Serpent Riders, they were at Have Sanatorium just doing a bit of cleanup. You guys looked into the eyes of a crazy old man, and some of you, well, one of you is a bit more, how you say it, loose than the others. Whereas other of you are like, yeah, as far as you're concerned, you're alright. However, unfortunately, you lost sight of where Aaron Habe went. He seems to have been going all over the place. Although you did find one of his patients locked up that as soon as you released him, tried to stab you in were-at form, until Ranveig stabbed him, and to which it poured itself further onto her glaive until it eventually stopped kicking and screaming and, you know, living.
I also punched him in the face when he tried to bite me.
Yes, you did.
Yay, I'm killing psychiatric patients. This is fun.
I mean, here's the thing. We're kind of relieving him from his stress, so I mean, good thing.
I guess.
You know?
Really, he killed himself.
Yep.
Yeah, lawfulness.
In any case,
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Yep, you, Serpent Riders, have returned once more to Sandpoint, where upon arrival, the town's guard said that the sheriff wanted to see you about something.
I also wanted to see him, so we could tell him about something.
Yep, so, yep, you guys are here to report your findings, as well as other things.
Yes. And
that is where we shall return to. At least in theory. So, we have two... Ranveig, you're of Adrianna, and then everyone else is at the garrison. What would you guys like to handle first? The whole Ranveig, Adrianna situation, or that?
I'd rather Adrianna be here for that, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, we will handle the garrison. So, yeah.
Also, you're breathing into your mic, Liam.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No worries.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So, yes.
Alright, you take over.
Once more, you guys have returned to the Sandpoint Garrison, in which you see both Liara and Small Mara. Yeah. Yeah, Small Mara standing in front going, oh yeah, Sheriff wanted to see you guys. Said it was urgent business. Oh yeah, how'd the insane asylum go?
Not good.
Oh, it was insane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was not good. And we came to tell him about how it was not good.
Okay, well, grim business.
Yeah, also Adrianna's here, so that's, oh wait, no, they're not here. That's a lie.
There was some criminal activity going on there.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, be sure to tell Sheriff.
Yeah, well, we're going in right now, so, yeah. He walks in again.
So, yep. Let's just, and Sir Ribbit just goes, hey! So, I'm back on duty, right? Oh, yeah, just, you know, the usual place. Alright, well, take care. I'm going back on duty.
Stay safe. Don't get squashed by some random stranger.
I won't.
Thank you.
By Yomada's light.
Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. Person that is, like, all the way over here and I can't hear.
You can hear me through spirit.
I have a feeling that I am telling you to stay safe.
Okay. And
Way the heck down there.
so Ribbit is just going to hop along his way back to where he was stationed.
Oh, nice, across town.
Yep.
That means that you guys can be heard.
Alright, I'm gonna... can I go up to the town hall?
Yes, you may in fact do so.
Okay, that way I could be participating here.
Yep, cool. And, Ranveig, as you do so, give me a perception check.
Oh,
That was
crap.
the first drink. was only like, what, 2
Okay.
weeks?
Out of the corner of your eye, as you're walking through town, you swear you see something following you. But
Hello?
you look behind you, and that thing you swear is there doesn't appear to be there. Must be seeing things. Hang on a second.
Oh, so did you get Adrianna? Or...
I think Adrianna's passed out.
Also, no, Adrianna's here, like, in the call, but, like, that's out of character. Like, get... Hey, yo, Adrianna, your character isn't actually, like, passed out right now, is it? They didn't already get, like, blackout drunk, did they?
Oh, they're here. Okay. Good.
Oh, yeah, by the way, you're muted.
Okay. Now I can hear it.
Pardon the interruption. Oh, hey, Adrianna.
No, don't worry. Yeah, I said that like 3 times.
You're muted at the moment, if you're saying anything.
Yes. I also said that.
In any case, yes, so, yeah, you just may see something in Ranveig, but it's like, you just may be seeing things. And eventually, you make your way, past the Sandpoint Market, make your way up Main Street, up to where the garrison is.
Well, you know, after the experience we have, I should probably, I don't know, tell somebody about my suspicions.
Yep. And as a little reminder, and vaguely off of what I can actually remember, I think it's getting to be like... It's about getting to like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Well, the evening, I should say.
It's midday.
It's 4 to 5, so it's like, it's evening. Well, it's getting into that evening area.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like,
So yeah, you
as soon as
guys...
I walk in, I'm like,
Yeah, you walk into the garrison to, where the sheriff's office is. I presume that you're knocking?
Yep.
yes.
Cool, so you give a knock.
It's not a double door, is it? It's not a double door.
It's a
right?
double door.
I'm busting through.
Of
Sorry.
course.
I made this a rule
Okay. Yeah, okay.
to myself, personal rule.
Cool.
It's a principle.
Before you bust through the door, I just want to let you know that there might be something, I don't know, watching us. I have a hunch.
Oh. Well, next time we're out there, point it out to me. And also, did you get Adrianna?
No, Adrianna is still at the Rusty Dragon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways, I'm gonna knock down this that door, if you don't mind. Dramatically opens door.
Cool. So you kick the doors in, and the sheriff was, he was like standing in front of his desk. He abruptly turns, face stern as ever. And upon seeing you, it just becomes a bit more dour. He just goes, "Did you really have to do that?"
Sorry, it's my principles. Anyways,
It's Torund, it's not me.
yeah, it's my principles. I'm sorry. Anyways, we found things at the place that we were supposed to go looking, and
Good.
they weren't good.
Well,
So
tell me your report.
apparently the guy running this place was one. He wasn't good. He was doing a lot of sketchy stuff there. Very bad things.
And there was a guy, there was a necromancer, I believe.
A necromancer.
A lot of dead things.
And we also found this map. It's, I think these places are places where the murderer has gone. I think that you probably should get, some people, over there so that, because I don't think you could possibly expect us all to go there at once, right? And he just passes him the map.
Okay, you pass him the map, and he opens it up, and he goes, His expression just continues to darken. He puts the map down on the table. Yeah. About what I figured. Given the recent run-in.
So, that's basically everything that's happened. Oh yeah, also there was a guy there who, the guy he was gone insane, whatever, the guy with the disease, we kinda had to kill him, or else he was gonna turn into a ghoul. Yeah, that guy.
Ghoul, you say?
Yeah, he's gonna turn into, something about ghoul fever.
Yep. Did you also tell him the fact that the map was denoting ghoul activity?
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah.
That's what I just told him.
Seems as though we got a ghoul outbreak.
I thought the murderer was a ghoul, but...
While you were there, the necromancer, was there any signs that he may have been creating these ghouls?
Well... No, I don't think so. And if any of you other guys remember, please tell me so I'm not, forgetting anything. If any of you guys remember anything that might have been relating to the wizard being, part of this, please tell me. Or this guy. He's,
Well, the wizard was definitely linked to the undead that we fought.
There was the person that we were supposed to question, and he was as cursed with the sickness of ghoulism.
Ghoul fever.
And ghoul fever. And he before he converted it into a ghoul, or had a chance to, he said it's something about and I relay this, he said something about the Dark One would
teeth.
stop his reign or something.
Something about teeth too before we did that. Like dark skin, sharp teeth, too many teeth.
Of all intents and purpose, that just sounds like the ravings of a madman. He was doing a similar thing when we brought him there.
No, he was actually talking to one of us.
Yeah.
Designated our existence. Or more precisely, Adrianna, though she's not here.
Yeah, no,
It said the killer basically would stop their unholy harvest. That's what it was. As if Adrianna would be his.
Sounds like this guy's targeting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Why would you want to be with it? That's it's ugly, kind of.
I'm not certain. Suffice to say, regardless of if you want to or not, you lot are a bit too deep into this now.
I know, I've already kind of...
It may very well be a case of you have to see it through to its logical conclusion.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of guessed.
And based upon this map, well, this actually ties in with why I wanted to see you when you came back in.
Oh. Well, shoot, what do you want to tell us?
About a few hours after you lot left, a mad raving farmer came in from the southern farmlands. Said something about moving scarecrows. Although, considering that we got ourselves on this map ghoul activity, I think that might explain a few things. Now you can talk to the man if you want.
I mean...
But given the evidence, I think it's pretty clear cut that there's ghouls down there.
Well, it's no harm in double checking, right?
Aye.
Well, that's my specialty.
Well, why don't we just go down there and check, you know?
Aye.
Knees. Where are they again?
We're a little bit beat up. I hate to go ahead and delay and put more people in danger, but the way
But
we
also-
are right now, if we fall, a lot more people would be in danger.
Yeah, I'm not feeling super good right now, so...
Aye. Keep in mind, though.
Man, I'm seeing shadows from the sides of my eyes. There's something's going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
also
that's just
apparently
me. Don't worry about it.
No, other than you, someone was like, no, like, were you... Is that two of you or something? He just, like, looks at Liam.
Liam shrugs. Maybe?
Technically, comrades, no. You hear as they whisper to you from the shadows.
Oh, okay. Random voice in my head. I got it.
He whispered that to Liam, not you, Torund.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
For all intents and purposes, Asda is going, nah, let them be crazy. Why would he care?
Alright, so I forget where the place, like, where do I walk to go there? I forget.
Well, for that one, you may need to talk to the guy we brought in. Just keep in mind he's a bit, perturbed, I should say.
Frazzled.
Shaky.
Yeah. A bit on the shaky side of things. Hopefully he's calmed down, but...
Don't bet on it.
Unfortunate. Anyway. At this point, Hemlock goes over and he goes, alright, bring him in. To a couple of the guards just outside. They go, alright. What do you say, Chief? And they go off. And, as they start to, as the guys go off and they presumably get the person in question, they start coming towards the place, you start hearing ramblings that just get louder and louder and louder. Something about scarecrows and walking and killing everyone and drowning the cows. Until inside of the room walks an older man, roughly in his mid to late 50s. He's short. He's got a short white beard, olive skin, and in a very simple farmer's attire that's very clearly at this point been washed, because it's a lot cleaner than what a farmer would normally wear.
Yeah.
And just smelling the air, you know that they've been washed because they actually smell like fresh herbs. Yeah, it was what? I tell you, it's the scarecrows. I tell you, they've been walking. You see, they're killing everyone and drowning cows. It's a whole plan. I tell you, they're coming for us all. I tell you, they're important. We're paying what you can.
We believe you.
What you do?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
It's kind of already happened.
Oh boy, business, fucking tits. Finally, someone believes me.
I feel like everyone here kind of believes. No.
Oh, not everyone, you hear me, mate? There are people here, yes, people that wouldn't believe old Hamley. No, they don't believe old Hamley. But they hate her face, you see.
When you think about it, a lot of shit could happen here, so... It's not the craziest thing I've heard, honestly.
Yeah, Hamlet's going, okay, mate, calm down, come out. Calm. Okay, calm.
Anyways, so what things did you see while you were down there? And what information can you give us?
Okay, listen. I'm a simple farmer, adventurer, nothing more. I, like other folk down there, just live an honest living, trying to make an honest living, right? But them scarecrows, one day I noticed a few more one night. And the next day, more and more showed up. And one night I hear them walking out there stalking them fields. Nothing's been right since that old Hambley place been silent, I tell ya, but, it just ain't been right there for a few days now. A few folk and I went down that way yesterday, see what was going on. Some folk from that place that came out greet us, invite us to dinner. And old Hopkins, they his fucking face, mate. Elf right people are, but corpses like this damn good god ate space. I started slicing up the rest, and I tell you, they even ate the fucking dogs! And he starts to like, that spit starts kind of mouth a bit, and he starts to continue to ramble on a bit.
Well, don't we're gonna be checking it out anyway, so don't stress too hard, okay?
Okay, where's this farm?
Be careful, alright?
You were at?
The elf corpses, they'll kill you, and the scarecrows. Beware the fucking scarecrows, mate. They'll get you. But,
Can you show them the map?
I'll punch them real hard, okay?
yeah. It's like, you guys sort of like direct him toward the map, and he goes, where was it? Old Hamley's. And the old Hamley farm.
Man, I like the cinematic cuts whenever it cuts to the map. That's pretty cool.
Yep. So the old Hamley farm, if I remember correctly, was this one.
Over here?
Yep, I'll just draw a shape.
They're coming in from the forest.
You might be right, actually.
All right, that'll be
really
probably one of our first stops in our journey of the ghouls.
Yeah. Out of all of these other places,
Yeah.
It would have been easiest to put up a vantage point, and it would be coming in from the forest is where they had cover.
Oh, okay. Do you think we should hit the first stop ahead of it so they won't have cover?
That's up to you, lot. And furthermore, given the severity of the situation and that there may very well be ghouls going around, I'd advise that you take some of my guards with you. I can only spare a few, but you could do with some help.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks, mate.
Aye.
Oh, the ghouls are the help.
Hamlet just kind of looks at you pointedly.
I'm just looking at him, too.
Oh, don't mind me. I said that first line under my breath, but...
I'm going... Okay, roll stealth and I will roll a perception. That's a pretty good perception.
I don't mind if he perceives it. I'm not really trying to hide it.
See if I hear it. I hear it.
Okay, he rolled
on your shoulder.
He rolled a 17 on the dice, and that's without modifiers, so he hears you say that. Yeah, I'm also... Hemlock looks at you, pointed... Oh, wait, no.
No.
Oh, sorry, that was Torund. Okay. So Torund, you don't hear. I need to look at Hemlock's stats.
He's like right on my shoulder. You're telling me I don't hear him with the 16?
You don't, because he rolled higher stealth.
Oh.
Okay, let's see.
Must be a slight breeze out today.
Yeah, it could be that. Let's see, where... Okay, so that's the guards. Hemlock had a stat block somewhere. Actually, I've got a stat block in a different thing. Give me a sec. Yep, there we go. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You what? You fucking what? You say that to my face, I'll fight you over, man.
Oh yeah, mate, I'll get you into some fucking fisticuffs, mate.
I'll beat you up, man. Don't.
Oh, you will you? Okay, I'd like to see you try.
Oh, you want to scrap? Oh, you want to scrap?
Oh, you want to scrap then, mate?
Okay,
let's go for a scrap. I'll beat you.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
Garrison.
Settle down. Neither of you are ghouls.
Yeah.
That's just the
okay, let's see. Perception.
The guards fighting each other. So.
Okay, well, you tied, and I will say ties go to the fender in this.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So, yes, he did in fact not hear you say it. So he doesn't look at you pointedly. In any case, do what you need to get any rest you can. but you're gonna have to be on the road pretty quickly.
Yeah.
If things have already spread this far in a short amount of time, I can only imagine where or when they're gonna show up next.
Yeah. Also, we're kind of need to rest a little bit. You know, things weren't going so good after we fought that flesh golem.
Aye.
You know.
Yeah, but we should be quick. Probably grab some more health pots and take a rest.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and we've got some new viewers. Hey, thanks for following, Shadowcrow. And hey, Rusty, nice for you to drop by.
Welcome to the community. Welcome to the community. How's it going?
Anyway.
Yep. Okay, so you guys are all the way back up here in Sandpoint. Now we shall return back to Sandpoint. Now, the sheriff can spare up to about 4 guards to accompany you on your journey to the old Hamley place, and I'll put what did I call this guy? I don't remember. It's not called. So the farmer is just gonna, you know, they bring him somewhere else. Anyway, so you guys get a selection of 4 guards. Your choices. Your choices are from the ones on the board. You have Ellie, Ollie, Liara, Small Mara, Bert, Lydia, Jenkins, and Allison.
Jenkins. Take Jenkins.
I was kind of like interested in Small though, honestly. Like,
Okay.
like they're the interesting one. Like they're like shorter than all the rest.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Adrianna.
Adrianna, hello.
You have a
Are you
spicy.
in a car or something? Are you in a car or something? I'll make you crash.
I'm gonna send a message.
Not really though. That's a joke. I wouldn't. You're muted. Please unmute. Tell us what's going on. Whether you can be here or not. Please. Please, something, anything.
Okay.
Getting home or something, who knows?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll put a pin in that for the time being. In the meantime, would you guys like to go and recruit your guards?
Yes.
Awesome.
So we
Okay.
could only pick. So could we only pick like 1 or 2?
You can go. You can select up to 4.
I want all 4.
There's more than 4 on the board.
There's like 8 of them.
Oh. I want the entire left-hand side.
Do you want the one named Jenkins at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's get the one named Jenkins.
So now it's time for you guys to recruit.
Yes.
Okay.
Jenkins, Liara, Smallara.
Okay. So who are you going to first?
Smallara.
Okay. So yeah, you guys exit out of the garrison, and out front there you have Small Mara and Liara. Now, Small Mara is a halfling, whereas Liara is a half-orc. Both of them are wearing the standard garb of the guards of Sandpoint, dressed in. Let's see, what armor are they wearing? Doesn't even. Oh yeah, both of them wearing chain shirt with a conical helmet, as well as they have a spear in hand. At their side, they have a longsword, and yeah.
Oi.
So yeah, you go up to Small Mara.
I'm going up to both of them.
Okay, so
Like, yeah.
they're just standing out front. So yeah,
Okay.
hey, so how was it? And says
It went
Small
better than
Mara.
expected. It went better than expected, but
Oh,
we're
that's
going to be
good.
needing you and some of your coworkers.
Hey, what for?
We're going to go out to, he's just going to bring out the map. We're going out to here, and he points to where he's going.
Is this to do with the farmer that came in a few hours back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem. If Sheriff wants us helping, no problem. Hey, Liara, you up for a bit of whatchamacallit? Am I up for going on a travel? Yeah, a travel. Sure.
I go to dap up the half-orc.
Yeah. Torund, Liara is about as tall as you.
Oh, damn. About, or like taller?
A bit shorter.
Oh, okay. I go to dap him up.
Yeah. So, basically, you go to them and they stand up and they look in your eye. Look in the eye. You get the sense that they're somewhat sizing you up a bit.
Oh.
Like their arms are folded, their spears in the crook of their arms.
I have, so I'm gonna take out like my, not in a threatening way, obviously, but I'm gonna take out the fucking, what's it called? The butchering axe. I'm gonna lay the blade on the ground. And I'm just gonna kind of like stand on it like a cane. There's like, have it be like a cane or something. You know, sizing them back up.
Yep. So you just take out the butchering axe and you just lay them on the ground. It's like, So I guess you got a bit of strength in those arms of yours after all. It's not just for show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll meet you at the, whatchamacallit? What's the 7 thing again? Yeah. We'll meet you at the 7 bridge.
Alright.
So you guys have now recruited, in fact, no. A small Mara and a Liara.
Epic. We got coworkers. Also, yo. Where's oh, there you go. Anyways, where will we be going to find Jenkins? A Jenkins we're looking for.
Hey, where's Jenkins?
Yeah.
Well, you could ask that, but, okay, well, there's probably gonna be some random guys around. You just go, oh, you're looking for Jenkins? Oh, I think he's at, Northern Gate duty. Not sure where you want the slacker, but might do him some good to see some experience.
Alright. Well, I just hope he fights good,
And
you know.
who else would you recommend? We have one more person to take with us.
That's a good question.
Actually, how about you come with us?
What, me?
Yes.
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but you could probably ask Ollie.
Okay.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I think he's,
Where would he be at?
Ollie should be down by the glassworks, just keeping an eye on the place. Been hearing some strange rumors going around about some sort of noises from within.
Alright. Well, I'll be making my way over there then, and thank you for your assistance.
Aye. No worries.
And he just starts walking.
Okay. So, that's where Bert and Lydia are. Ollie's down here.
So it was like Jenkins, and we had one more left, right?
Yeah, if you... Okay,
Yeah, Jenkins is at the Northern Gate, which is it's a bit of a ways from here.
yeah. So...
I could lead the way.
Yeah.
You
Follow me.
can go get Jenkins.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be coming with you.
So yeah, Ranveig, you go down Junker's Way, you go up Church Street until eventually you get to the Northern Gate. Alongside Torund.
Yes. Hello. Is there a guardian here named Jenkins?
Oh, that's me. And you see a rather lanky individual in the the chainmail, and he's just sort of standing around eating a sandwich. How can I help you?
Hey, Jenkins. I would like to recruit you for a mission regarding a certain amount of evil that's happening south of here. Would you be interested?
A certain farm.
I mean, I could do that, but I'd rather eat my sandwich.
There would be plenty of sandwiches involved.
How many
I'll let you
sandwiches?
finish the sandwich. We'll finish your sandwich and we'll be getting you anyways.
Aww.
You work here.
Don't take
It's
your time.
job.
Eat your sandwich. I mean, sandwiches are important.
You just said.
Yeah,
Eat your sandwich and we'll come back for you.
Allison just turns to you and she just sighs. Well, Mr. Torund, I do believe. You see, old Jenkins here is a bit of a slacker. I'm not a slacker. I'm a great slacker.
Well, here's the thing. We don't want any slackers on our group, because if you slacken the slightest, you'll probably die immediately a very horrible death. And
I know,
You
right?
see, the
That's
thing about slackers is they're really, really good in one field, and really terrible in every other field.
yeah.
I don't know how this conversation's going.
All right, so he's looking at the other guy. Who? This one. What was their name again?
Their names are right below them.
I can't see those.
It's Jenkins and Allison.
Oh. So,
How about Allison, then?
Are you willing to join us?
Oh, yeah. I got nothing better to do. Northern Gate's pretty boring after you lot stop those goblin attacks.
I mean, hopefully...
Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of fighting involved.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
actually,
okay with you?
speaking of goblins, you lot hear about what's been going on over at Thistletop?
What's going on?
Well, apparently some new goblin tribe came in there and took over the place, and then they left.
Any reason why they left?
I don't know. People have said that they had Spanish guitar, well, not Spanish guitar, they had Taldori guitar playing, some flamboyant voice saying something about fleeing, and then nothing.
Did you say guitar?
Yes.
It's real. We do not speak of that. We do not speak of them, ever.
Why?
And he just walks past. We don't speak of him. And he just...
Speak of who?
Hey, well, so are you still interested?
Oh, yep, I'll join.
Alright.
And while you guys are talking about a certain someone...
Come on, we didn't say his name! Why?
Hang on a second, let's see, where did I put...
Why does his rambling still haunt my dreams?
L something or other?
Oh yeah, by the way, Liam, are you like still on my shoulder?
Don't think I have not forgotten you.
Don't fucking try me! I'll fucking kill you, man!
Hidalgo would like to see you try. Da-dum!
Yes, that's what it was. Hidalgo.
Hidalgo. It's like a ghost. You say his name 3 times, he comes to kill you, man.
You thought chapter 1 was the last you saw of him, boys? Oh no, he's coming up later.
No.
Season 3 of a series, and I haven't watched the first 2 seasons, so I'm just trying to catch up.
Look, man, I've already heard you express how much you didn't want him to die. If you put him in front of me, I might just accidentally kill him or something. I know he's probably gonna slice my arm off in the process, but listen.
Yeah.
Man.
Torun, you just now noticed that I'm not on your shoulder at all.
Yeah. So, midway through you guys going up north to get Jenkins, and now you got Allison, so I'll just move her down to here.
Anyways, we're going to the glassworks to get someone else.
Yeah, you noticed that Liam's not on your shoulder.
Hey, what did you think of... Oh, okay.
As Liam, you hop off his shoulder, you head down Tower Street, and you head to the Sage. And I'll put Teni at the Rusty Dragon, where Adrianna is. Adrianna, you here or?
Adrianna, please unmute for the sake of God. Just tell us the business.
I sent a message asking if they were here or not, and I didn't get a response, so I'm going to guess they're either asleep or their mic just doesn't work.
Maybe they're like, maybe it was like a booty call or something, like they accidentally joined the call. They just oh no, they're in it.
I don't know. For the time being, I'm going to
Adrianna.
presume this is a technical difficulty, and we shall move on from there.
Okay.
Until such a time as I hear a response. Now, where was I? Yes, Liam, you hopped off the shoulder and we're heading to the Sage.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, you go down Tower Street. You walk right on by the side of the garrison to where the abode of Brodent Quink is at present. And Torund, you walk over to where Bert and Lydia are. So, yep, this time as you approach, since it is getting to be like that, you know, into the evening, the window is closed, although you do see the light of candles from within, just emanating out through the window.
I just wanted to stop by, see what he's up to, and tell him that the current person we're after is using the Runelords symbol.
Okay. So for that,
and to
okay. So I presume you knock.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Brodent Quink opens the door, and he's it's a pleasant meeting. He's happy to see you, and as you're telling him the stuff, he is a bit perplexed.
Obviously, they're dealing with undead, and they're using the Runelords symbol.
Well, that is rather unsettling. But bizarre, since, well, based upon the research that I've been conducting, thanks in part to the now understanding Thessalonian, the Runelords weren't really, well, at least the ones that would have been around this era in particular, weren't exactly known for their use of the undead.
Yes, I know.
For all intents and purposes, this could be related to that, or it might just be a matter of someone found the Runelord symbol and is using it as a call sign because they thought it looked cool.
Yes.
You know how the youth are these days.
Even still, I figure it might be advantageous if you fill in some of the people at the garrison if we don't come back.
I'll be sure to inform them. I can't guarantee that they're going to listen, because I've been telling them this for years, Liam. You don't understand. I have been telling them this exact stuff, that the lighthouse was a weapon, it's not a lighthouse at all, that this is all to do with the Runelords, but no one listens.
That's not what I'm referring to.
The lighthouse is turned toward
I have already told them that the symbol has to do with the Runelords. You might actually get them to listen this time, at least about this matter.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I can't guarantee. All I can say is that I'll do my best.
Anyway, the sheriff will at least knows, so.
Well, in any case, do try to take care, Liam.
Take care.
Alrighty.
And he leaves.
Very well. Alrighty, so we shall get back to, where did... Okay, Ranveig, you're still up there.
Yeah, I realize I'm still up here. I'm just gonna move back over to, where's the group at? Everybody spread out.
Yeah, you could go to Torund, since I take it you're going to speak into Bert and Lydia.
Yeah, just go back to Torund.
Yep.
Hi, Torund.
So Torund, you go to Bert and Lydia, the two who have been put in charge of guarding the entrance to the catacomb.
Hey, I'm looking for he's looking at the paper. A Bert.
Yes, sir, that be me. You see a, about a moderately sized man in the chainmail and the conical hat. His face tends to be a bit more angular. He's quite broad-shouldered, and he stands at with a little bit of a slouch. Yep. That be me, sir. How can I help you?
We're going off to go investigate something that happened in the farmlands or something.
Oh, okay.
We need you to come with us.
Oh, very well. I'll be sure to do that. Before I forget. Oh, hey, Lydia. Yeah, Bert, what? You stay safe now. Sure thing, Bert.
I don't think that's the person you should be saying it to, but he just walks off.
Yep. And Leah just continues to stay guard. Oh boy, this is gonna be a lot of excitement.
Yep.
Who knows? I might be able to retire soon.
Oh.
That's foreboding.
Death flags everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of prepared for one of these guys here to die. They're gonna be like, oh man, I have so much dream and wonder. Oh boy, I sure do hope nothing bad happens. And they're all just like dead and lying on the ground and just like in like a bloody mess, just like blood, guts, and gore everywhere. Like,
I don't know. There might be. There might not be.
Yeah. But that's just getting into like grotesque detail. So.
Yeah.
Gonna be following Torund because I don't know what the heck else to do.
Yep. So yeah, you follow him down to the Red Dog Smithy, and Liam, you return back to the Rusty Dragon. Wherein you find Teni just sitting at your guys' usual table, just having a drink. Adrianna, since I haven't gotten any input, I'm just going to say is be in their room. Doing who knows what.
Doing their business.
Doing
Don't intrude on this.
Something.
They're doing.
Maybe they're resting. Maybe they're.
That's even more concerning right now.
Maybe
they joined
are.
The call while they were asleep. They joined the call and now they're asleep. And they're gonna wake up. They're gonna be like, "Oh shit! I joined the call." Maybe we should just scream really loud then.
Please don't
advise doing that. That's yeah.
I won't. Don't worry.
That's kind of rude. Anyway.
I know.
Anyway, so yep, you return there, and Amiko is she welcomes you in. Ah, Liam, good seeing you. What your usual or something else to freshen you up?
The house special.
All right, house special. In that case, Amiko goes. Actually, let's just transition this to Rusty Dragon.
Oh, let's get rid of the ghost. That's kind of
yeah.
Whatever she feels like cooking, actually.
So wait, Adrianna?
No, not Adrianna.
No, but the token's moving.
Hey, yo, Adrianna, we know you're there. Come on, type something, say something. Is that you moving? Hey, yo, are you moving that, Jack, or is it...
No, I'm not moving this.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Adrianna, are you there? We cannot hear you saying anything.
Adrianna is in a fugue state.
She's going to get milk.
Ah, there we go.
What the fuck, man? Fuck you. Not actually, though. You're pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm joking. For fuck's sake, your token's doing the thing again. Because I think you had 36 health.
Oh.
Liam. Because every time you do the Aura Desecration, it fucks up your health for some reason.
Imagine.
I don't know how it does that.
I don't either. It's weird. I've gotten into the habit of just writing down whatever your health was every time you level up, just so that we don't have this problem. Alright, when we do have the problem.
Actually, to be precise, it's only this token, and it's only on certain maps. I think if I go ahead and put in a new token, it might fix the problem.
Maybe.
Man, I can't wait for Doug to become one of the protagonists of this campaign.
Yeah, let's make a new token. So yes, Adrianna, you have gone to go get milk.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, whoops, that's
Why are they're so thin?
so let's just delete
The diet.
that.
They're so thin.
Squish. You're very
Oh no.
squished.
Oh no. He's much smaller than usual.
And
He's like an ant now. I'm gonna have to put him in a jar and make sure no one steps on him.
He pulls his legs off, he becomes a snowman.
I mean, I feel like you could say that for anyone, but I mean, like, oh.
as I play the almighty game of can I get this? There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so
Also,
you there you go.
Didn't Ranveig say that they were like following me or something, or
Yes, so we'll just do a
skedat?
we'll put them there.
Skadoosh.
We'll put we'll put them over there, and then we'll move. And we'll put
Wait, where am I?
you're with Torund, so you're not here.
Shoot. Okay, hold on.
I mean, like, this is
Yeah, just to keep it up with the continuity of what's going on. So yes,
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Liam, you entered there, and Adrianna, I guess you're going for milk.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going for milk?
Does this place serve milk?
The closest place I would say.
The bar would do milk.
But do they have warm?
They can warm the milk. Okay, look, the only other place where you're gonna get quote unquote warm milk.
Oh no.
No, Adriana's tired. She's
The Pixie's
falling
Kitten,
asleep.
or is that the second place?
It's okay. The nearest there's the farms, but that's like far away-ish. The place where you'd be able to get warm milk straight from the source is the you know where.
I just said it, so I have a feeling I just said it, so.
Adriana's tired. She needs help falling asleep, so she's getting.
You can just ask for milk and ask them to warm it. Because
Christ.
the other option is in the horny territory.
Yeah, it's the place where I marked no on the map.
If you want to do that, that's up to you. All I'm saying is that if you want warm milk, just ask them to warm it up, please.
Alright,
For the love of God.
maybe she's gonna ask for warm milk.
Warm milk, all right. It'll take us a little bit just because we've got to warm it up, but yeah, we can get you that.
I think so.
Would you like anything in it? Maybe a bit of sugar, a little bit of vanilla.
Would you like more food?
Sure.
Okay.
You like French toast?
So yeah, Abiko is just gonna go over to here, and Bethana. Now tell Bethana the order. She come, and about 3-4 minutes later, she comes back with this little glass filled with like this nice warm milk. I put a bit of sugar, a bit of vanilla in it.
Thanks.
Okay. So, fun fact for those playing the home game, this is actually an actual recipe called Angel's Milk. It's like hot chocolate in a sense, but it's vanilla-y.
It's like hot chocolate. It's like vanilla milk, bro.
Yeah, it's rather nice.
I've had that before until Mrs. Obama fucked it up for my life.
Okay, let's not get political.
I'm not getting political. I'm getting serious. I'm getting sad.
So,
Like I can't have no more vanilla milk, no more
Yeah.
strawberry milk, no more lunch.
I go over to Adrianna. So, here's a question for you.
Uh-huh.
What spells can you cast? I found it interesting.
Well, I almost the wrong sheet. Well, I can shoot ice and fire and acid. Shield people. I guess just pretty typical things.
Okay. Do you know the names of them?
Yeah, acid, black, frost, grease,
My favorite spell, personally.
shield.
Okay, in that case, he's wanting to learn shield, grease, and magic missile, or the 3 that he's seeing if he can learn from
Okay, so to
Adrianna.
learn that stuff.
Alright.
So,
Let's see. So, okay, so okay, so you have to spend about an hour studying the spell from the spellbook.
okay.
And at the end of the hour, you must make a spellcraft check of a DC 15 plus the spell's level,
Okay.
and you will have to pay a price in gold to actually do it.
Okay. What's
And-
the price in gold?
Excuse me a second, I'm being called away.
Damn, bro.
Alright.
Anyone up for some awkward conversations?
Sure.
Thought we were already having one.
Oh. Hey, Liam, Adrianna from across town. How are you guys doing?
Oh, drinking warm milk.
Actually, right quick, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna grab a snack.
I could throw like a pizza in the oven, but that's gonna take too long, and Jack's gonna get back, and then I'm gonna have to be like, oh shit. Well, looks
be
like I'm
right
missing
back.
stuff. There's no snacks in the. There's no snacks. There's no munchies. There's no nothing. I'm hungry, bro. Anyways, Liam and Adrianna from across town. Opinions on certain food.
What food?
I don't know.
Huh.
Please pick it for me.
Steak.
Rare, medium, well, or what kind?
No.
Damn.
What do you prefer?
I was asking you.
Oh, I kind of like it on the side.
I like it burnt to a crisp tar, where it looks like, what's that thing? You know, it's like an adhesive.
Huh.
I know these awkward conversations aren't failing when I want to kill myself, man. I know that.
Sorry about that, it's a little interruption. Anyway, where were we?
Thank you for coming back.
Torund was about to kill himself.
Oh, okay.
no.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, not actually, not seriously.
Anyway, where were we?
I was just saying the awkward conversation that we were having made me want to kill myself.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, moving on.
Yeah. Anyways.
We were discussing the gold cost. I think for a first level spell, that's like 15 gold per spell.
Jack, the music left with you.
Music came back. It follows him like an aura.
Where do you think Hidalgo learned it?
He learned it from you?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know you had these kind of capabilities, Mr. J.
Yeah, I have a fair few capabilities that not many people want. Anyway.
Damn. Anyways. It was 15 gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Per spell.
Right?
And it's an hour per spell as well. So, that's 3 hours worth of work. 3 checks.
I apologize for my ignorance, but how do I zoom out of the tavern?
You can't.
That's
I can't. Okay.
You actually wait. Top right hand corner.
Switching maps. Oh.
Top right hand corner, you should see like a plus and minus sign. You can click at that to up and zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah. Also, if you're on
Okay.
computer, you can just right-click scroll wheel. So.
Also, no, Egg, you may not get a free net 20.
Aww.
It's not your birthday.
Aww.
It's my birthday.
Is
It
it?
is?
No.
No. If it's anyone's birthday in chat, could you please give me free nat 20?
No, that's not how that works.
I can't zoom out of the tavern, so I'm just gonna wing it
Yeah.
Are you on your computer or on a phone?
on a computer.
Scroll wheel.
Hmm.
I've been scrolling wheeling like crazy.
Scroll wheel or
See, now
on the top right?
now the tavern's really tiny.
Oh, maybe it's just like lagging or something.
Okay.
Could be. Anyway. So, Adrian, I take you're going to be having some of your milk.
Yes.
Cool. Make me a fort save.
Respectively.
Hey, what's the worst that can happen?
Okay, so
That's the worst that can happen.
you drink a bit of this milk, and oh my word, it's like it has that nice sweetness to it, and that warmth is just seeping into your very bones. It's like, oh, that's nice. To the point where you're finding it hard to actually sort of pay attention to the conversation.
Huh. And when you do the magic missile, you just kind of do that, I guess. And then Adrianna casts magic missile on a chair.
Cool.
Without thinking.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I'm just gonna look at you do this going, could you not?
Oh. Sorry. I guess
Yeah.
it.
Look, I get you're an adventurer and like, but that's my merchandise you're fucking with.
Cast mending on it, bro. Teach him that.
I think I already have
Mending?
that.
Fix the chair.
He does
It's a
not know magic.
cantrip.
Do you
I
ever,
think.
did you prepare it today?
Did I prepare it today?
Using one of your two... Actually, you haven't prepared any of your Arcanist spells because you haven't had the chance to rest yet.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't. So,
Fix it tomorrow.
my apology is
No worries.
just putting something in the microwave. Okay.
Probably gonna preheat the microwave or something if there's still got some pizzas left, you know?
Anyway,
Not the microwave, the fucking oven. How do you preheat a microwave? Like what, do I just like put a bar of uranium in there and just like turn it on or something?
Please don't do that.
Like, nice. Yeah, like nice logic.
Damn, it
like,
gives the band name Megadeth a new light.
Question.
Also makes
Question.
flavor. It gives new flavor to the piece.
How'd you get? Is for Torund. How'd you get the bar of uranium?
I stole it from my local chemical plant.
Okay, let's move on.
I want to know where your supplier. I'm sorry. It was a joke.
Okay, so it costs 15 gold and an hour's worth of time to actually copy down a first level spell. And that's a
That's fine.
singular first level spell.
So, all in all, it should cost me 45 gold.
At 3 hours.
And 3 hours.
Yeah. Provided, of course, Adrianna is going to be awake at that time.
Well, I can at least learn Magic Missile right now.
Just kind of showed you. What
Well, Adrianna is starting to get a bit drowsy. So, Adrianna, you're willing to spend an hour's worth of time teaching Liam the magic of the missile?
Uh huh.
Okay, cool. So,
It only
Spellcraft?
take a second to teach them
Okay,
the
yep.
dream realm. bro.
taking the two of you upstairs. Oh, easy. So spending 15 golds just on like the material, 15 gold worth of like material components. You sit down with Adrianna and looking over her spellbook, you start to work the magic into your spell puppet. Oh no, this would be your arcanist stuff.
Yeah.
So you work it into
basically.
your own spellbook.
Mm-hmm.
You just write it down.
Damn,
Basically.
bro, you passed with those spells?
So yeah, as you're doing it, it's like wisps of arcane energy start to like emanate off the page. And you start to harness it, like moving your head through it like a nice fine thread, weaving it onto this other page. Seeing forth just all that arcane energy, seeing how it moves, how you can manipulate it, until at last it arrives on your page. And thus, you are now able to prepare Magic Missile.
Alright.
I have a question, like, out of character.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, what happened to that money? Did they just, like, give it to, like, Adrianna or something?
It's used up as a spell component.
Oh,
It's basically I'm spending it on spell components to
Yeah.
actually test out the spell.
Yeah, and when you actually do the spell, the components are used up.
okay, gotcha.
Because
So it melts into the paper.
with magic, depending on what you're doing, you have to get certain components that are either in tune with or match the kind of like arcane energies you're using.
Oh, cool. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
to
it's
punch
like
someone with a
if you've listened to the opening to Macbeth, it's like that opening bit with the witches is like Eye of Newt and Wing of Bat. You know, it's like certain like components that.
Oh, double doyle in trouble.
Yes, yeah. Basically, it's that sort of idea of you're getting very specific components that have some sort of attunement or like some sort of like connection with the kind of energy you're trying to make or like manipulate.
Yeah. Right. So, should we continue?
Yes, we shall.
Yes.
So yes,
Sorry about.
you guys have your guards. So the question is, what is Torund and Ranveig doing?
I would like to buy some more health potions.
Yep, sure. So
The thing is, I can't see the overworld map, so
because
you'll have to move me there.
okay, yeah, we're still in the tavern. Okay, so presumably since that's going to be taken out, let's go to Ranveig and Torund.
I have good ears.
Yep.
All right.
So you guys up here now to get potions. You have 2-3 options, but the ones you guys know about are the Pillbug's Pantry as well as Hannah's.
No, so you're still at Crab Street.
Yep, you're.
What is this that says, oh, whoa, what's
Okay,
going on?
well,
with my,
that's going on.
huh?
I am going to quickly go get my food.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
Cool.
As soon as we cut to you, I'll make sure to preheat the oven so I burn down my house.
Okay, I don't know why my token keeps screwing up whenever I try to move it.
What do you mean?
Well, whenever I try to move it up, my screen scrolls down.
Okay, that's because you've right-clicked somewhere.
Oh shit. Okay.
You might not want to right-click on it. Just like
Yeah, just right-click a couple times, and then...
There we go. Okay,
There
that
you
works. Alright, so there's this place called Bottled Solutions.
Ooh,
That's
Bottled
interesting.
Solutions. You guys have not been to Bottled Solutions. Let's take a little look-see, shall we?
That's not
Alright.
where we're going, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually kind of intrigued.
You guys have not been to Bottled Solutions. So, you guys, about midway through going up Raven Street, you take a look to the right and you see, how would I describe, for just a glance, you get the sense that this place is just like very cramped and cluttered. At the front, there appears to be a, whatchamacallit, a sign with like a, how to describe it? It's not, I think it's a conical flask. Basically, like the atypical alchemist flask with like the flared bottom and whatnot. Basically, you see one of those with like green liquid in it and like smoking at the top on a sign, reading bottled solutions.
Yeah.
Alright, well that looks like right down my alley.
Yep. It appears to be a one-story building. Yeah, I think it's one story.
I'll leave. I'll make sure to leave as soon as I get uninterested.
Yep. So, entering in through Bottled Solutions, the immediate thing that strikes you is that this place is cluttered. Like shelves upon shelves filled with bottles, bags, and other alchemical concoctions and containers, some of which covered in dust and others so new that the pungent stink of the brew filling it is still in the air.
Alright, so it's well stocked. Good to know.
Yep. Alrighty, let's see. Who is this guy?
Is this like a potion place? Or... Jesus Christ, there's a lot of shit on the walls.
Okay.
It's so cramped.
Okay, so it's this guy. So yeah, as you walk in, there appears to be a bell just like on a very cluttered together shelf. As you notice, like behind this sort of counter, there's just all sorts of like little bowls and like vials full of like all sorts of different components. So you get the bell ring.
Yes.
Cool. You get the bell ring. Ding, 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 ding. And out from the back, you hear a voice saying, "Alright, come in." And from a side door appears what is pretty obvious is a half-elf, given the pointed ears, but the fact that his eyes aren't a singular, like, full color. A copper-haired individual with a scar running from his nose to his chin. So yeah, he appears like rather well dressed, with darting eyes that seem to just like flicker all around the place.
Fucking half-eaten.
I'm joking. No,
Wow.
I'm joking.
Racist?
Oh, come now, Ranveig. Everyone's a little bit racist.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, considering my origin, I should probably be racist too, but...
Yep.
Anyway, Mr. Halfling, I'm looking
Halfling?
for some,
No, not Mr. Halfling. I am Nistana. Welcome to Bottled Solutions.
Miss Tanner, okay.
Nisk.
Nice to meet you, Mr.
You can call me Mr. Tanner.
Mr. Tanner. We're about to embark on a really big mission, so I'm looking for some health potions, some protection from evil. What do you got available?
Health potions, you say? Yeah. Now, you've come just to the right place. Better than, whatever that idiot up in the Pillbug's pantry is making. And certainly better than those abortion potions that Hannah's making. You came to the right place. I got health potions like you wouldn't believe.
Alright, well, good to know. I would like to take several of what you have in stock.
Excellent! Alrighty. Let's see, and he starts to move through the place, and a few things got knocked over, because it's cluttered.
No, it's very well stocked. Yeah.
Yep. So he moves over to a shelf on the far end. Okay, yes, health potions galore right here. And he points to an entire few sets of shelves just filled to the brim with all these, like, health potions. Like, they all give off, like, a light yellowish coloration to them, with little bits of what appear like green flecks just swirling around the solution.
Alright, I would like to take, several of these. What prices do you have on them?
Oh, well, you see, these are Cure Light Wounds. These are, in fact, worth 50 gold pieces.
Piece?
Yep. Whereas these ones, and he points to, like, some of the darker colored ones, those are Cure Moderates. Those are worth 300 apiece.
Okay, how many Cure Lights do you have?
Okay, on the shelf he has about 30 Cure Lights.
Okay, and they're like 30...
Ones.
30, I'll take, let me see that. 10 of them would be 300 then.
No, oh wait, you're talking about the light ones.
Light ones, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, did they say that 300 for one of the Cure Moderates, or?
No, I think it was, 300, yeah, 300 for a moderate.
Yep.
Oh, then I just like one, yeah, never mind.
Okay, so how many people getting?
I'm getting...
Alright, I'm taking, 10 lights.
Okay. So 10 lights, let's see, it's going to be 500 gold for you, and you're taking one moderate?
Yep.
Torund?
Well, actually, yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be 300 gold from you.
Yeah. So, that's...
Alrighty. So you put it on the table, and when you guys put this on the sheet, I need you to denote it that you got it from Nisk. Like these ones specifically.
Yeah. Okay. So I should make a new one for Cure Moderate?
Cure Moderate Nisk.
Cure Moderate. Yeah. Why is that, may I ask?
You'll find out.
Oh, is it because they're going to be rivaling each other once they find out we've been drinking each other's potions?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So, in any case...
Okay, Cure Light by, what's his name?
Nisk.
I'm assuming I got...
N-I-S-K?
N-I-S-K, yeah.
N-I-S-K, okay.
Alright, so who was the dude who ran the Tilbug's Pantry? I forget the name.
That guy's name is Oliver Potica, the guy in the medieval, witch doctor. Crow doctor, whatever.
I'm also not going to remember how to spell that, so I'm just going to look in the characters thing and...
Yeah. I will put up, Miss Tanner in the, NPC images.
Well, I better not have been ripped off by this guy.
I think I got him for cheaper at the Alchemists.
I mean, he's selling them for what they're actually worth.
What? This guy, or...?
Yeah, like, okay, Cure Lights are worth 50. Hannah...
I mean, they might be even better, considering it's from...
Yeah, Hannah sells them for cheaper. But she only makes a few. Because she's a herbalist, like, potions is, like, not really her foray.
Yeah. I like the soup ones. The soup's pretty good.
Yeah, that's Hannah's.
I know, I like the soup.
Okay, let's see, is NPC images. So, let's see, Nisk Tanda.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'd like to put my, by the way, this is completely out of nowhere, completely random, but I'd like to put my my Goblin Slayer badge on my cloak, like where it'd be like next to my neck.
Sure.
Please.
Yep, you put that on.
Yeah, just because I just now realized that I still have it.
Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
It's on.
I'll be right back.
Cool. So, meanwhile, while that's going on, Adrianna,
Yes.
what would you like to do? Now that you've taught Liam.
What time is it?
It is at present about 6 in the evening. So yeah, as you guys as Torund and Ranveig are finishing up the shopping, shops are starting to close for the night.
As soon as I get these potions, though, I'd like to head to the Pillbug's pantry.
Okay, by the time you get to the Pillbug's pantry, they'd have closed.
Oh fuck! I was gonna get some rage potions. Well,
I mean, you can get some of those before you guys leave, because I'm presuming that you guys are going to be heading out to the place probably the next day, since you guys probably want to recharge your spell slots.
yeah,
Let's see.
Let's just rest up real quick.
One of the things you can set up if you wanted to inform in-game Liam of the Dream Realm is to go ahead and to start passing out while you're teaching me these spells.
That's not how that works.
It isn't. Alright, well, I'm gonna start heading to the dragon.
As far as we know, it's connected somewhat to her passing out, but
It's the Dream Realm. I only heard the Dream Realm, nothing about it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But yeah.
I'm gonna be making my way to this place.
Adrianna, what you doing?
Huh?
What you doing?
Bonks and
Let's take a nap.
Okay. So yeah,
Alright, back.
Adrianna, you elect to take a nap. So yeah, you sort of motion Liam out of the room, and yeah. So here's a question: do you go through the mirror, or you just go conk?
Conk.
Okay. So now I need to roll a percentile. Damn it! 2 off the magic number.
Oh man.
Damn it! I hate it when that happens.
I hate it when people underestimate my fastness. I'm fast. I'm so fast. You can
Okay.
comprehend how fast I am.
You're too slow.
You're too slow.
What that
Come on,
does,
keep it up.
so what that does mean, however, is that you just sort of sleep. It's pleasant-ish.
Neat.
However, you do not enter the dream realm.
Oh.
You just have a nice nap.
Nice.
This time.
And it's only nice for a little bit until you start having those night terrors. Trust me, I know.
what are your dreams like?
We haven't seen them yet.
My dreams, they're like fuzz. They're like in real life, they're like.
Gesundheit, 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 Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Okay, stop.
At you.
Not you.
Yep. So yeah, you have a nice nap. Not much really happens. Apart
I'll
from
have
that.
to talk to the guards we recruited, by the way.
Yeah, so for the most part, you'd be telling the guards that you'd be moving out the next day.
Yeah, we're gonna be. Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's exactly what I was gonna tell them anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, as soon as that happens, gonna go. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And walk back into the.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
For the sake of not having to move them back and forth again, I'm keeping them there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Adrianna, when you eventually wake up, because since this is like a nap, it's like you have like a nice 3-4 hour nap. You didn't really notice anything different. No dream realm, none of that. It's almost as though you have to enter it a very specific way.
Man, I sure can't wait to go to sleep, man. It's like today's been horrible. I got hit in the face by a flesh golem. I got picked up by a flesh golem with a firebomb is blown up into my face. A lot of things.
So yeah, what you doing?
I'm making my way back to the Rusty Dragon, murmuring all these ramblings to myself as I go back to sleep.
I'm just following him and just wondering why he's murmuring all these things.
Yep. Cool. So, question is, anything else anyone wants to do this day?
What would there be to do, like, you know?
I know, you tell me.
Most of the shops are closed.
Yep,
Most of the
because
shops are
it's
closed.
nighttime.
And we can't really investigate any murders happening here right now because there hasn't been any signs of anything happening. And the guards have been, like, tip-top shape, so the best I can do right now is just say that we wait the next day.
Cool. Alrighty, and now for the almighty question with Adrianna. You had your nap.
Yeah.
Not much happened. But there is still the nighttime, where people are going to sleep. What you do know is that the way you've entered the dream realm every time you've done it is you enter through the mirror.
Yeah.
So here's the question. Would you like to enter through the mirror?
Oh, yeah.
Okay then. So, activating the eyes once more. And I'm just going to do... Let us get a bit of different music, shall we?
A lot more chipper, if I might say.
Oh no.
Oh, a lot more violent, if I might say.
Let's just go.
Or somber, depending on what it is.
Yep. The bad guy.
So
comes
once
back
more,
and
you
he's like,
enter into the dream realm. And it's about as you remember it.
Neat.
Swells of energy above you. And yeah, that guy's not here.
Okay, Slenderman is gone. That's good.
Yeah, don't make sure you get all the pages, by the way. You'll be gone forever.
Grim, alright. And we'll just put... We'll put you on the board.
Once you see it, you'll shit your pants.
Well, he isn't standing on a silent hill.
Yeah.
This time. So yeah, you let forth back into the dreamlands. Swells of basically purple auroras moving about the place. She noticed clouds of what you are now familiar as roaming dreams go about the place in random succession without rhyme or reason. However, as you enter, there's something you notice. Do me a perception check.
Alright. I noticed.
Can they make it like super good? Dream about rolling a natural 20.
You notice one of the dream clouds, if for lack of a better term, it's slightly off. It's a different color and it's not moving around, it's stationary. Larger, if you will. What do you do?
Well, that timely music cue says I need to do something.
remember, be wary.
What do you do?
Poke it. after, I guess, flying up to it.
Yep, you fly up to it and you poke it, and the moment you make contact with it, you're pulled in. As I now get to take you here.
To the gut.
You'll pull through, and the first thing that happens is you're no longer flying. As you go thud on the ground,
Ow.
the heat immediately hits you in what appears to be a desert plain of some sort. Looking down, there appears to be a small oasis surrounded by palm trees and bits of loose rock and shale. The heat, for the most part, is unbearable, specifically since you guys were like late autumn, early winter. So, what do you do?
I'd like to roll to make the heat bearable.
Make me a will save. You try to force your will upon this place, but something's off. It's not doing that. In fact, the heat seems a lot more real than it should be.
Huh. Huh. That's strange. Get confused. I don't know. I guess that don't. Yeah, that's it. She's a little confused by this. Just looking around.
Yeah. So, yeah, what you immediately notice is that, oasis, trees, desert all around.
Huh.
In fact, as you're looking around the oasis, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
That's a big number.
Well, you notice this guy.
Did you roll natural 20? You did.
So
Good
what you notice,
Natural 20.
looking around, specifically at the oasis, sitting on the edge of the oasis water, appears to be someone. A bald man in robes of sorts, just sort of sitting cross-legged before the oasis.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Why is he shaved?
Because he's bald.
He didn't choose to be bald.
Maybe.
Please be sensitive.
Sorry, only Chads choose to be bald. If you're born bald, you're cringe.
In any case, you notice that guy down there.
Well, I guess the only thing to do is walk.
Yep. I need you... Okay, so as you get to there, I need you to make me an acrobatics check just to slide down the side there.
Okay. Acro.
Acrobatics, yep. So yeah, you managed to slide down there without too much trouble.
Thanks.
As you
Assuming
do
this
so...
needs to be done for,
Yeah, as you do so, you feel the sand just, rubbing against you. The residual heat of, what appears to be some sort of... Ooh, actually... Alright, you haven't looked at the
Rocky.
sun yet. The residual heat of what you presume to be the sun, just, warm to the touch. So yeah, no acrobatics check.
Huh. Well, Adrianna now has no point to look up. Player does. Adrianna's player. So I'll roll another acrobatic.
Yep,
You
easy.
You see a call full of
Second verse, same as the first, just shh. And what you're noticing is that this is oddly real.
Huh.
you look up, you see
Like,
a
if
call
you were in any other
full of
dream, this would just be
Ranveig and Torund.
another field day. You'd be able to just do whatever, but this is solid. As you get there to the edge of the palm trees and you start to walk underneath, you notice that there's a few sort of like spherical furry spears just like attached to the palm trees.
Are they coconuts?
They are coconuts.
The coconut nut is a great big nut. If you eat too much, you get very fat.
Alright, well, she's gonna keep walking.
Cool. Yep.
I guess stand here.
Yep. So you stand there, and across the waters of this small oasis are sitting that individual. They appear very much bald at this point. You're not sure if it was like they've shaven it or they're just naturally bald. And the robes appear foreign to you. Like you haven't seen an individual wear that sort of thing. That it's similar to monk robes, but even monk robes have some sort of adornment, some sort of like iconography to denote like of which monastery or of which like deity they are there for. And he just sits there in quiet meditation.
I guess she's gonna just kind of look at him and slowly make her way around closer. Because it's like the only other thing here.
Do you at all look into the water?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, do me a perception check.
Look.
I looked at the water, immediately started drowning.
Is it the 19?
Yeah.
Okay. Adrianna.
I don't know if he went to the voice.
As you look into the water, you notice a few things, notably the reflection of the suns, leaving the surface of this water just nice and still and clear. No wind blows, triplets, just nice, almost like glass. And you notice a few things that are odd. Like, why are there two suns in the sky? And why, where your reflection should be, there is instead, if I can find the goddamn thing. Actually, I'll DM this to you.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I need to see what you're about.
You see this.
Is it another Rick Astley reference?
Nope.
Oh no.
I miss Piss Astley.
Looking into the water, Adrianna is going to stretch the appendages on her back.
They stretch out. At least what the water shows to stretch out does. but if you look on your back, there's nothing. Do we have a perception check? The DC's high for this, but this is for something very specific. That's more than enough. You notice, well, you look at yourself and, well, your arm is not here. But you look in the water. That arm is looking very familiar, but there's something odd. When you first got that arm, it was all spectral and it was similar to yours, but you look at this, it's akin to what you see on that image I showed you, but there's like veins of black. And as you look ever more carefully, for an instant, as though you see two different images, I should say. One where the arm is golden, and one where the arm is skeletal.
Skeletor. Damn.
Skeletal.
Probably not probably standing there.
As you get to about there, this bald man's eyes suddenly flicker open. And you notice that there are no irises to this man, it's just pure white eyes. This guy's blind. But immediately his head turns towards you. See something you didn't like. Perhaps you saw what you needed to see.
Thanks.
So Adrianna, who's been kind of focusing on her weird hand, is just gonna look up and go, "Oh, where am I?"
Where indeed? That is the question most ask when they arrive in the Dreamlands. But if you must know, this is a desert. A desert within a dream. I must say, it's pleasant meeting another dream priest. No, not a priest. A walker. Wasn't that curious? I haven't sensed a dream walker for many moons.
As he said, he's going to say, "Well, I know where I am. This is my first time here, but this is my first time here, and this here is different from the other here."
I see. Yes, I imagine this would be strange for one such as yourself to wander into, well, this abode. If I had to guess, you've been walking many a dream. Many wherein your will can impart upon the things around you, but not here. The things here are solid. They function to their own whims. I do believe... Oh. His ears sort of perk up as though hearing something you cannot. Oh, I see, I see. Well, if I may ask your other name. As I don't imagine the one I'm speaking to quite knows what's going on.
Adrianna.
Adrianna. Well, Miss Adrianna, this here is one of many We could call them solid dreams. Dreams wherein the dreamer imparts them so strong that they are as though they were reality. Places wherein the will is so absolute that things within act as though they are outside. But I should warn you, not every solid dream is a safe haven. Some are intended as prisons for those that could not be contained. Some are but the realms of those that must never awaken to see the light of day. And some are so horrible that to merely see them is to wish death upon yourself.
So what you're saying is that I lucked out entering this dream.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Well, besides the scorching, there doesn't seem to be anything too awful here.
No, I don't think she understands quite yet. You've looked into the water, and the water reveals what is and what could be. You know more than most. And let me tell you this, Adrianna. There are very few things more dangerous in this world or the next than one that knows the future.
What? She's kind of confused now.
No doubt. But for sake of perhaps not brevity, but for the sake of making this apparent. At this point, this blind man stands up. He walks over to you underneath the shade. Well, he walks towards the shade. And when standing there, he reaches down and he pulls out from the sand a box. Undoing the latches on the box, he opens it up. And within appears to be some kind of, weapon. It's a sword. A long sword to be precise. But the make is otherworldly. You haven't seen any kind of longsword this style before. And he then turns to you. Consider this a imparting of what is. And he holds the sword out to you.
Adrianna's going to experiment here. Gonna reach out with her non-existent hand to take it to see if it works.
It does not.
Well, then she reaches with her other arm, but to take it, but just stops, I guess, just before it and looks up with a little bit of suspicion and just say, "What is it you're giving?"
What I I'm giving you, or rather what I am letting you, for a time, possess, is but a certain lesson.
A cursed sword.
Whether or not you choose to learn is up to you.
Her expression isn't going to change, but she is going to look back down at the blade and touch it.
It feels real in your hand, and strangely enough, it feels familiar in an otherworldly sense.
Then she's going to wrap her hand around the hilt and lift it up.
Yep. It feels light. Lighter than, well, something like this should be.
That she's just going to examine it a moment and then just say, does it have a name?
Oh, it does in fact have a name. Alas, you already know that. Perhaps one parting gift before we depart. At this point, he comes forth and sort of says something. What languages do you understand? Do you know?
Oh, quite a few. Common, Elven, Goblin, Siltrian, and Parisian.
Okay, he says something in the language you don't actually have.
Oh.
Well, he says something, and he goes, "You're the one that must tell them. You can only hide for so long." And the girl has seen.
Well, getting the impression that this will make sense at one point, she simply nods at this point, having the understanding that this man's blindness does not seem to be as real as it looks.
Yep, so just for note, the sword's still in its sheath.
I figured that.
Yeah.
Then, well then, she has one more question. I guess she'll say such. Will this come with me when I go back? Or does this remain here?
That is part of the lesson. But alas, I do fear time has drawn to its end. Safe tidings to you, too. And be careful.
Well, and it's at this point where Adrianna says, I never asked you your name.
You may not know my name, but should we ever meet again, you will know it. They always know. And for the barest instance, as he says that, there is a sudden gust of wind that manages to catch you in the eye long enough that upon blinking, he vanishes.
no.
But
Master.
the sword remains in your hand.
It is my time.
Well, she taking a moment to look over it once more. She'll just a little awkwardly shove it, sheath and all, into the space between her hip and her belt to kind of keep it steady.
Yep.
Before looking around and saying, well, I suppose I should get going then. She's going to look at the water and then say, well, let's see if this works. And she's going to step in ankle deep.
Cool. So, stepping into the water, nothing happens.
Oh.
If you want to leave, you gotta make a will save.
Alright, well.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Nat 20, nat 20.
Nat 20, nat 20.
Let's go. Where's Will again? Oh, it's...
Ba ba booey. Fuck.
Not enough. So you try to impart your will enough to get out of the place. Doesn't seem to be working. Might want to try again.
Yeah.
Again.
She's gonna scowl a bit.
Get that
Okay.
brain blast.
That'll do it. Hang on a second.
Think. Brain blast. And you just like vanish.
Well, you're not far off, but
Oh yeah, by the way, you guys want to see the thing? The thing? You guys want to see the thing?
Yeah,
Sure.
show me the thing.
Yeah, the thing? Yeah.
What is
look
the
it up.
thing?
The thing, you'll find out. Just look at Runelords Chapter. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Wrong thing. Delete that. That's the wrong thing.
Okay, I'm back. Pardon the
Welcome
small
back.
interruption. Again. Okay, so with that, you managed
Welcome
to
back, God.
whittle yourself out of the desert.
Huh.
And back into the Dreamlands.
Huh.
You exit out and you look at your side and the sword's still there.
Well, she's going to exhale rather loudly, take a seat over on a stone right here, and then just, well, I had to be out of that heat. Then, looks back over here at the exit portal thing, if
Yep.
memory serves me.
Yeah, it's an exit.
Okay. Then, before doing it, she's actually going to take the hilt of the sword and say, well, I guess in case this thing doesn't follow me, just draw it to take a look.
And as you do so, the moment the bit of the blade is loose from the sheath, there is a near blinding radiance emanating from it.
Oh, gee.
It was actually a sun all along. This was a trap.
You have to put it back a bit. It's like, my eyes.
My eyeballs, they're melting out of my sockets.
Well.
Okay, carefully. Carefully this time, knowing full well about what the light show that's about to be imparted upon you, drawing it slowly from the sheath. The blade is beautiful. Etched with some sort of wavy pattern. With runes that you don't quite understand. And upon drawing it the full length, that shimmering radiance seems to illuminate the Dreamlands. It's at that point, the radiance starts to fade a bit. And you notice some of that radiance just starts to seep down the blade into your hand, just starts to move across you towards your holy symbol.
What?
You're starting to get a bit connection garbled.
Ah,
a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, there
There
you
you go.
Okay.
Yay!
The radiance from the sword starts to travel down. Lessen a bit. Travels up your hand, up your arm, and to your holy symbol.
Oh. She's going to hold it gently and probably not look directly at it.
Yep, and as you do so, you feel sort of that radiance start to seep into you. That holy light that you're familiar, it's familiar to you, but you can't quite put a finger on why. Well, actually, you got a pretty good idea why now, because you've actually seen the image. Perhaps.
Huh.
And you feel as though you have more divinity. It's like you have some sort of connection with divinity. Out of character, this is the justifying the paladin stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because you took a level of the thing.
Yeah.
Bro, you got smite? Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
So you have now unlocked the ability to smoot.
Scoot.
And you can also at will detect evil, which is gonna be fun.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes, because you're going to get a lot of false things from me.
It's like, okay, where's evil? Liam, is there something you want to tell us? No. Is the Durgan in your shadow? Maybe.
No.
Has it done evil? Not that I know of.
Adrianna is just like, man, this sword's supposed to glow when evil's near, but it doesn't stop.
Well, find out what
And then
that
it's
sword.
like, and then Liam takes like a step away, and it goes a bit dimmer, and it's like, oh, huh, what
Well,
a coincidence.
To find out what that sword is, you may need to get someone to, spellcraft it. Unless you want to spellcraft it.
I guess it leaves fish. Is it? Yeah, actually. Oh, that's a really high skill.
Oh, okay. That will get you somewhere.
Actually, I think that. Oh yeah, that's the only even close. Knowledge Arcana. Gee, why do I have that at 11? Okay.
You tell
Just
me.
looked and went,
Okay, so here's what you know. This sword is a bit weird because it's partially dormant. Now what I mean by that is basically until certain things have occurred, certain magics on it are locked. That's what you're able to tell about this. But what you do know about it in its current state, this thing, and I don't even remember what I statted this thing at. Yeah, that's the dude. So it's got that one, and it also has that one. So this thing, as far as you're aware, is a +2 flaming ghost touch sword. Well, longsword. So let's put.
that sounds a little OP.
Not really.
Okay.
Me, you just turned it to God. It's not really that bad. Don't worry, I've seen worse.
Okay, bluntly put, with your arcane stuff, you can basically turn your was it +1 frostbow right now to a +3 frostbow.
Oh.
Yeah, like that's something you can. That's something you can do at present. Like, yeah, as you go. Okay, with Pathfinder, in terms of the scaling, you're gonna get some pretty high numbers come mid to late game.
Ah.
Yeah. So you guys are like level 6 at the moment. This is around when a lot of the power spikes start to occur.
Oh.
Ah.
Man, I can't wait to have a +50 in one of my attacks.
Not plus. Okay, actually, yeah, you can get a +50.
Oh.
This in the Iron Gods game, a part of Barbarian has, I think, a +60 to hit.
Damn.
Yeah.
What do you fight?
Gods.
At that level, actually, we are fighting a god.
Exactly.
Well,
Iron gods.
We're fighting. Well, we have to fight servants of that god first, followed by heralds of them, then the deity themselves.
Okie dokie. Artichokey.
I mean, beforehand, we straight up we were like a small group army fighting a war.
Oh. It's a nice campaign. I wish I was there to see it.
Yeah, like
I'm not.
the DM puts Destiny stuff in. He's pretty cool. Anyway.
Yeesh.
I would like to say one thing.
Go
before
ahead.
We continue.
Yep, go on.
This whole weird dream side quest thing only started because of a random table roll to boink a dude in a brothel.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's almost as though I like your actions meaning something.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like, it's just like, imagine writing that biography. So yeah, everything was kind of normal until
You slept with the personification of dreams itself.
And
Yeah,
then you
so
met
after you
the
sleep
personification of nightmares, and then you pull a certain someone into the dream. And I need to make me a D100 roll real quick.
oh okay.
You want high, but oh god. That's not what you
He
wanted.
comes back and he rips your throat out of your chest.
About that.
Oh.
Because as you're sitting there contemplating, I need you to make me a perception check real quick. Run.
Hmm. Wait, what was it?
For as you immediately head through the portal, because there's that chill that goes down the back of your spine, you notice from the edges over here. Yeah, I'll just get a different color. Over here, yellow fog starts to seep in through the dreamlands.
Obama's back.
Obama's back.
Hey, Obama.
And as you leave, you notice something, a shadowish figure, cloaked in yellow robe, and sporting a very certain sign. Do me a knowledge plane roll. Not planes roll if you have a rank in planes.
I do.
Okay. Plus that, okay. You are aware of what that sign is, and it's a good thing you left. I'm
Yeah,
just going
mustard
to DM you the sign.
Mustard. Oh no.
And I just need to get the sign. Do 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 do. You see that sign?
Regular?
And you know what it is, which is not good.
It's bad. That's
But fortunately, you leave and exit through the dream realms before that thing, as far as you're aware, notices you.
Phew.
As far as you're aware. And as such, we return once more to Sandpoint. And I can stop this hella depressing music.
That's Standpoint.
Actually, I'd also like to point out that
Yes.
so like everyone just has a bunch of general day-to-day whatever stuff, and then you have Liam and Adrianna.
Yeah.
Hey yo, what are you doing, Torund? I'm going shopping. What are you doing? Oh wait, Maverick isn't here. What are you doing? Oh wait,
Ranveig.
Ranveig. Hey yo, what are you doing, Ranveig?
Oh, I'm just buying potions and drinking booze.
Yep.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that reminds me. What are you doing?
So, Adrianna, you exit out through the mirror. And roll me a D100. I want to see something. You want high. Okay, that's not high.
Okay, but it's the meaning of life.
That is true. So,
Yes.
you hop out of a mirror.
Or actually, no.
Unfortunately, I need an hour roll. Let's see. 1, 2. We'll go down in order. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll roll the D4. Okay. You come out the mirror, and you're not in your room. As you look around, you realize, oh, this is Teni's room. As Teni just sort of shoots up, she goes, what? Hey, Trina, what are you doing?
Is Adrianna still holding the weird sword, or is
Yes. It came with you.
that... Okay.
In fact, you didn't sheath it again.
Yeah, you're still holding this effectively flaming, glowing sword.
Alright, well, you know what? I'm just gonna say it's also white knuckles. Because, I'll be honest, as a player, I have absolutely no idea what she showed me. But as a character, she knows.
Yeah?
And she might even look over her shoulder, too. Back at the mirror. And then look back at Teni and say, hi. And then look at the sword and then you go, oh. And then just kind of awkwardly get it back in its sheath with one hand. She's not quite used to that yet.
Yep. So
And then say, you know,
you just sheath the sword, and
yeah.
the light show stops. Teni's just looking, going, could you please? And she waves a hand. How did you even get in here?
The mirror.
What the? Go to sleep, Adrianna. You're drunk.
What time is it?
Yeah, at this point, it would be about 1 in the morning.
Oh.
And then Adrianna just go, you know what? Good idea. There's an hour left.
Yep.
You also gotta wake up early in the morning.
And I need to roll a D100. You are high.
No.
Okay, you guys are fine. So yeah, you go back to sleep, and
I'm just imagining if it wasn't fine, and then suddenly it's just like, oh guys, hi, we have a
by the way.
boss fight or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, by the way, I know, like, good morning. By the way, hope you guys rested well. We got a boss fight now.
yeah,
Also, I got a glowy sword.
yeah.
Yay.
So Adrian, you go back to sleep, and Liam. Let's just rewind time a bit as you're sort of turning in for the night. A hand reaches out from your shadow and like pulls you in, and it's the hand of Esdaya. Hello, Liam. I do believe it imperative we talk a little.
All right.
No solely equals batty.
Alrighty. So, how you feel, Liam? How you been doing?
A lot better. Now that I have a little bit of give. What is it that you need?
Well, it's not really what I want, it's what the patron wants.
Alright.
So, word is... Right. That's, well... I have to tell her what I see, because as I do what as I do. So as I tell patron about ghoul attack. And... about, how you say, Runelord mark. You say, great mistress, she won't saw a person do it. You understand? Just go find person that do go. Merely ensure that get enough time so we can take soul. We get to patron. It all good.
I'll see what I can do. I cannot promise. You know,
Fair enough, fair enough.
my party is more capable than they appear.
So as I notice.
Shouldn't I be at the Rusty Dragon?
At this point you would be at the Rusty Dragon, you'd be
All
retiring
right.
for the night.
Alright, I'll be down here. Alright.
And Ranveig, as you're going there, do we have a perception check?
Oh, shit. Okay.
We all be waking up.
No, you'd be going to sleep.
Oh, it's like 1 a.m. you said, right?
Yeah, okay. It's 1 a.m. when Adrianna came out. This is like sort of sorting out a few little things. So yeah, Ranveig, you don't really notice anything. It's like, yeah. Making my way downtown, got me potions in my bag, I'm asleep now. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do.
We're just,
Anyway.
I imagine they're both just singing that song or something. Like walking down like town.
Yeah.
Just like marching.
Well, you hear someone singing, but it's like, yeah, you're not familiar with them.
It's a little.
In any case, yeah. So as Daya just goes, yep, just finds person that made ghoul, we get soul. And something else as Daya noticed. As Daya noticed that, what you say, a shadow creature, she no longer here.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate, but, well, perhaps we say that, person, well, ghoul that made ghoul, maybe party killed him. Maybe as Dyer try to alleviate onto them, and maybe as Dyer gets soul. And if as Dyer get enough soul, maybe as Dyer makes something for you. As is part of as Dyer agreement with you.
Yeah.
Maybe they need no more bust for Danya.
Yeah. So maybe we do that.
Give me a second, I'm pulling stickers out of my
I'll
shoes.
see what I
Yeah,
can do.
duh.
Again,
Very good.
Very good.
Also, I no guarantee if a round or a black hole rounds come morning, so may need persuasion on black hole part, although black hole be getting weird. Yesterday I saw black hole comb hair. Black hole no comb hair. He also talk of roses. Black hole getting weird.
yes. He's more simple-minded than that, I really do believe, but I think he has a thing for the mistress.
Not from what I see. He certainly is eye on someone who I no idea.
No idea either, then.
In any case, rest well, Liam. Because come
You
tomorrow,
as well.
we deal with ghoul. Very well, and that takes care of that a little bit. And yeah, the day moves on. I would like to do something with Teni, but their players in here, so I'll leave that to following sessions.
Oh.
And it's a new day. And as
I mean,
such,
to be
Liam.
Dawn of a new day.
Liam, you are able to now. Oh yeah, we gotta roll to see who you get.
please be Belacco, please be Belacco.
Okay,
please be Belacco.
1 for him. Okay, odd, even.
Odd even, and I just roll a d4.
Yes. So odd is gonna be Belacco.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because he's been acting odd.
1.
Hey, nerd! Okay, here's your nerd powers for the day. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, as you come out of, and I'm just gonna transition this to.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask if he's feeling alright.
Why? Of course I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling wonderful. And I'll just move arrow for 1. You notice that he's wearing a bow tie now.
Okay. What the?
Is this in like a room that is
I was somehow
public?
kicked out of the game for a minute there.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, out of character.
Yeah,
warrior
well, it's
advice,
being
if you move
funky.
to Minnesota- if you move to Texas, please don't step in the grass. Like the stickers are awful.
I take this as someone who spent almost all of his life in Texas. Yeah, the grass literally grows sharp, spiny things that stick deep into your skin
Jesus.
and hurt like hell.
Again, stickers. I'm
You
removing.
should see Tennessee.
Okay,
I'm
let's.
removing the shit from my shoes right now. I know what you're talking.
Okay. Let's move on because
Anyway,
yeah, America sounds bad. Anyway. So yeah.
No. It's just the grass
Ah.
and the bugs.
And people say Australia is bad and tries to kill you.
No. In Tennessee, the bugs here are larger than they should be, and
California.
different shape than they should be.
They're uglier.
No, they're mutated.
Oh, so uglier.
Moving on.
is this happening in Liam's room, or is this like just in the bar?
This would be happening in his room.
All right.
Well, that's nice. Don't mind me referring to the
Yep.
stickers again.
So yeah, eventually, okay. Teni would be down first just because I got that thing there. Yeah, Torun, you wake up. You have a rather pleasant evening. You're well rested. Everyone that's a spellcaster, select your spells for the day. If you have like uses of abilities, reset those. As Liam, you have to spend a little bit of extra time given that you're preparing 2 sets of spell lists.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah,
Walks downstairs.
you guys do that, and yeah, Amiko's there. She's just wiping down the bench here and getting ready for the day.
You're in my seat.
Yeah, okay, yep. Wow. So yeah, what do you guys do?
Oh, Amika, can I get the usual, please?
Oh, yep, sure, coming right up. She's gonna get you breakfast beer.
Yes. This has been stated before,
Yep.
and I remember.
There's your breakfast beer. Alright, hey, Ranveig. Morning to you.
Hey, just the morning routine.
Alright, cool,
What do you
cool.
recommend for the morning?
There's breakfast beer.
Alright.
Cool, she gets you a breakfast beer.
And here's 1 gold for you.
Alright, thank you.
I have a question.
Answer.
Out of character. What exactly is a breakfast beer?
It'd be similar
It's
to what...
mead.
Yeah, well, it's similar to what they fed the Egyptians, because it'd be like bread beer, effectively.
Oh, so they have like little bits of bread, and, like sausage in there,
It's,
right?
Yeah, something.
No.
It'd be more bread. It's more bready. It's like liquid bread,
Oh.
effectively.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's alcoholic.
It's basically if you've heard of moonshining, and well, it's before they boil it in a keg.
Oh, right. Alcohol.
Yeah.
That's a weird subject.
So yeah, Adrianna, you come walking down the stairs,
Yeah.
and as you do so, you pass by Liam. Liam, you feel an eminence of like good sort of radiate from Adrianna, which is weird because you've only ever felt that come out from Teni.
Great, another one.
So,
Are you wearing the sword?
oh yeah. In fact, actually, when Adrianna sits at the table, she's gonna say, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
look at this."
Where'd you get
Pull it-
that?
Pull it out.
Yep. Oh, you pull it. Okay, you pull it and show everyone your sword.
Yes.
It's long and shiny.
My eyeball. My
Yeah.
singular eye.
It's glowy and on fire. And there's strange runes marked upon it.
Do I
Where'd you
need a
fucking- where'd you
fortitude
get
or
this?
will save to even look at this thing?
Oh, for you, Liam, you would need... Give me a reflex save to just, avoid, Yeah, I'd say it's quick enough. You immediately, as soon as, Adrianna starts to unsheath it, you notice the glow from it is like, yep, nope, and you immediately start to shield your eyes. And upon her drawing it fully and, actually being able to adjust it, you can actually look upon it properly. It is glowy and flaming, and it's just really nice looking.
Hey, where
Yes.
did you get that? And when did you get that?
Last night.
All
Yeah.
the shops are closed the rest of the night. I couldn't imagine that.
Oh, actually, Liam, something you would notice is that the runes, they seem as though they're in a language that's familiar, but as you try to decipher them, it's like they start to jumble around.
Okay. Are they... which one and which language do they look similar to?
Celestial.
Soul Steel.
But as you try to actually, it's like, that looks familiar. Wait, why are the letters jumbling around?
It's like, oh wait.
Huh? This would make Liam even more intrigued.
It's
by
like,
it.
why? I can't. It's like, it's jumbling around as though purposely so that you cannot read it.
Is it an orcish?
No.
Aw. Is it an old man Anduin?
No.
No.
Aw.
That's right, it's written in Old Man Anduin. Oh yeah, it's written in the tongue of the noodlers. This is the fishing sword, Leviathan, falls from the very bones of the sea titans, made solely for the purpose of slaying the sea gods and noodling them whole. No.
It's not it's not written in ancient Thessalonian.
Nope. Okay.
Agent Cajun.
So after a second, Adrianna goes, "Well, let's get that put back there before it blinds someone."
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already working.
Yeah. I look at me, Shin eyes going, you mind putting that away?
I already did.
Okay, good. And she starts to
My retinas
blink
are
a bit.
burning.
Ow. A little
My
warning next
retina's
time.
Burning. My eyeballs. Hold on, I'm gonna go sit somewhere else for a second. Tony, feel free to keep my seat warm.
Will do.
I say it over to Amiko. At least you know if she's the one that starts the bar fight.
Aye. At that point, I'll actually start charging you for your rooms.
Adrianna side-eyes Liam and says, I wouldn't start a bar, right?
Yes, she's lawful good.
Just give it like 2 meats and then boom.
Can she hold her liquor?
We
tested this
you
once.
haven't drunken
We tested
enough
this
to
one.
actually test that out.
Actually, no.
No,
Remember that
actually,
one
yeah,
dwarven
we
stuff?
drank. Yeah, we drank like the mega dwarf stuff.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You spat
They're,
fire.
like super fucking drunk, man. Like I swear to God, like drunk, but on another level. I got drunk, but only for a little bit, and then like I felt better afterwards.
Oh, that's right.
You didn't have a hangover because of Liam.
I also woke up and I wasn't drunk.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, you go up there. So anyway, so yes, as you are having this conversation,
Yes.
Yes.
you continue the conversation.
Oh. So yeah. I mean-
Where'd you get it?
The almighty question.
You know, that's a good question. But, I don't know, I just figured it'd probably be a good idea to show it off at a setting where I wouldn't be drawing it to fight goblins or something.
Well, it's best not to draw it when we're stealthing, and so you might want to keep it sheathed until the first round.
That's what the bow is for. And then she's gonna look at her stuff and go, oh yeah.
I mean, you still have your hand.
Yeah.
But
I got both my hands. Just want to flex that real quickly.
I hate that pun.
I
I hate that.
mean, you gotta hand it to them.
Yeah.
Boo. Anyway, that's clever, even though
Anyway,
I think it
I
was...
will pass us the topic off of the sword for a moment. Where are we going again?
As a reminder, you guys be heading down to the old Hambley farm
Farmlands.
because that's where a bunch of farmers, from what you heard from the farmer that came up, a bunch of farmers went down there. They started killing them. He ran away, presumably. So that's where at least you know ghouls are.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah,
go
I want to
get
learn
the
the
horses.
grease spell
I'll be
next.
Okay,
Anyways.
that's gonna take an hour's worth of time learning from Adrianna. Oh, by the way, Adrianna, since you now have your paladin powers active, you can smite evil once per day. You can detect evil at will, and you radiate an aura of law and good.
Huh.
Hmm.
Well, nice.
Pretty epic.
I don't radiate order of evil because I'm not evil. It's my shadow that you're detecting evil
Yeah.
from.
The shadow is just a hive of not good.
It's a hive of things.
Adrianna then looks at Liam and slowly starts to draw her sword, going, oh?
No. I'm
Maybe
not
not
evil.
now, but maybe
I
not
think
now.
you
but
know
maybe-
me well enough that I'm not evil.
You can detect evil if you want.
No, that was just an out of character joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. The joke is that when my shadow changes angle, you might be able to use that.
If she holds it right above his head... No, wait, never mind. I was about to say, wouldn't it technically get rid of the shadow? And I went, no, wait, no, it would just move. Never mind.
To my feet.
Yeah, by the way, I'm going out to fetch my horse, my Hanses.
Okay.
Right.
So you go to...
eat breakfast.
Yep. So, you go to Goblin Slayer, who is just at the front sort of sweeping. Who's killing goblins, killing goblins, killing... Hey! Welcome back. You want your horse? You're gonna do some goblin slaying!
Probably. I mean...
Ah, good. Okay, off you go.
Yep.
And for... Okay, so question. Does anyone do anything before you guys head out to deal with, you know what?
I was gonna go. I was actually gonna go head over to the Pillbug's pantry. And then it's
For the sake of brevity, we can sort of just handle that as a quick transaction. What are you looking to get?
The rage potion.
Okay, rage potion. I think that is. How much was it for a rage potion? That would be rage potion. That is. I forget what level spell that is. Uno Memento? Because I think it's a 3rd level spell. Yeah, that's 3rd level. So Rage Potion will go for about 750.
Alright. I'll give them that money and then take it.
Alright, cool. So, out of the product, you guys. Fine selection. Alright, there you go. That's 750. Okay, thank you. Well, that's all the gold. Alright, well, off you go. Pleasant making your acquaintance once more, and welcome back to the Pillbox Pantry.
I appreciate your assistance in my work.
Oh, you're welcome. But, say, if you are looking for a bit of extra gold, I might have another volunteer work coming up.
Ooh.
Don't worry about it. It's, for the time being, it's, don't worry about it. It's not done yet. But,
as soon as he's like, don't worry about it. He's like, oh, okay, then, yeah, sure, I'm down.
Okay, cool. I'll, send word to you at a later date. But for now, off you go.
Okay. He just kind of stumbles and tumbles out of the room.
Cool. Anyway, so, does anyone have anything else they want to do before hitting the road?
Take a quick look at the magic shop, but that's about it.
Okay, the magic shop, things haven't really changed, and just look at the Feathers Surfer chat, you'll see the stuff currently available.
Okay, then, that's it. I wouldn't really go for anything else.
Yep.
I have the rage spell in liquid form, guys. I'm so cool now.
Yeah, it's, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, so, anything else anyone wants to do, whatsoever?
But not really, I guess.
Cool. So with that, you guys, let us transition you to this map. So that you guys head on down here.
I'm gonna actively be looking for potions behind these guys' backs.
Oh, sweet Jiminy Grants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just kidding, I don't actually know about the competition, so I just don't care.
And with your 4 guards in tow, now here's a question. Would you like to recruit an NPC for the NPC slot?
Yes.
For the sake of it not being Sir Rivet again, you cannot select Sir Rivet again.
Hey, yo, can we get a Goblin Slayer?
I'm going to say no by virtue of the fact that that's too high level. Also, the moment he sees there's no goblins, he's running.
Oh, okay, fair enough. What about that other chick with the arrow,
Shaylu?
Oh, yeah, Shaylu.
You could try find her.
I want to look for...
Actually, on second thought, since you guys... Yeah, go on.
I actually have a pick. The fortune teller.
You want to bring Madame Mavashti?
Yes.
Okay.
She's gonna. What's she gonna do? Fucking get slaughtered on the spot?
Yeah, you can actually bring some of the a cleric or two with you. Well, just a cleric with you.
Yeah.
I thought
Can't
she was
bring
an
the-
oracle.
Yeah, she is an oracle.
only-
It's sort of like the divine people period. But you can bring one of those people with you. So if you want to bring Madame Mavashti, you have to convince her, but you can certainly do that.
I'm not contesting this, but please do.
Do we have any objections?
No. Shelly's gonna be a bitch
no.
to me, so I'm just gonna get someone who's
Okay.
a better bitch to me.
Okay.
You know?
So, you guys... Okay, who's going up there? Because she's in the temple.
I'm assuming I'm going with like Liam. So.
Let's see, is she...
You know what? Sure. Last time Adrianna was here was when through the whole awkward. Oh yeah, this person's dead. I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh yeah, by the way, your best friend's dead.
Yeah, well, not dead per se. Okay, so for the... Okay, so it was Torund, Adrianna, and... Liam? Ranveig, you accompany them?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So we'll have Teni be with the guard, getting the guards, just for continuity's sake.
I'm riding the lizard.
Of course.
Oh, I was
So you
gonna-
guys-
I was gonna invite you on my shoulder, man. Okay.
You guys move ahead
No.
all the way
You
up.
have to feed it. Some of the time.
Oh, you guys make your way up to the Sandpoint Cathedral, which is about as big as you remember it being. And on the steps, waiting, is Madame Mavashti, just sitting on the steps. She has a walking stick, just like on one of the lower steps, and she's just sort of resting her hands and her chin on it, going, "Alrighty, so you came here to recruit me. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to, though. Maybe I'm playing hard to get."
Please.
Pretty please.
Well, okay, darling. Since you asked so nicely, no.
What, are you scared or something?
I know what's going to happen. And if I accidentally unveil what does end up happening, well, there's a chance that either you may not like it, or I may intervene and thus cause changes.
No, I want you there so I can make fun of you and call you old.
Of course you
By the
do.
way, you're old.
Uh-huh.
Torrent. She's going to smack the back of his head.
Ouch.
Ow.
By the way, ouch.
Yes.
Oh yeah, by the way, thank you for the brick.
Yeah,
Who is
can I
that
ha-
directed towards?
Uh-huh, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. Okay. And, oh, she looks over at you, Adrianna. I see you finally got the sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite bequizzled by this.
Yes, and keep an eye on that thing, darling. You might want to learn Celestial at some point. That might come up.
Oh. That probably would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yes, I mean, the bald guy did say that you'd know the name of it at some point. Well, that might have something to do with it.
Ah.
Bald
Liam
guy.
is just hearing this going, what? Who?
Oh, you still haven't told him about that, have you?
I mean, I'm not exactly sure how one could explain it without sounding crazy.
That's fair. In any case,
Do
Do
you know who your party is?
You know what we've done. We've done a lot of shit that's considered crazy.
That and I'm not entirely sure what benefit them knowing would have, seeing as I'm not entirely sure they could take advantage of.
have you tried?
No,
Then you don't know, do you?
I'll see what. I'll talk to Teni first.
That's fair. Speaking of, keep an eye on that one. There may be some things happening soon.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'll make sure Tiny doesn't die. Torrun's making his way back to the gate.
Yes. Okay, so what are you going to give me to make my while in coming on you on this little excursion?
Well, I thought, one, that you would like watching it in person. The other part is that I get along better with you than a lot of the clerics in the church, but...
She just sort of hops down, and she like sort of like looks down at you, Liam, and goes, "That is very truly sad."
No, I just find that you are actually more entertaining.
I'm glad someone thinks that.
Adrianna is then also going to pipe up and say, "Well, don't you already know what we would offer for you?"
Yes, but it's more fun watching you grovel.
You see, I'm taking the smart decision. I'm not entertained.
But you're the one who had the idea in the first.
Well, actually, no, that was Liam. So, blame him, please.
Also, Torrun's like down there, and you can't have
Sorry, I
carry the conversation.
Yeah, I can't
Is
really...
that Torrun's shirt? Where'd
can't
Torrun
really
go?
grovel.
Oh, he's over there.
Torrun can't really grovel right now. He's too busy groveling.
Yeah, Liam would not grovel for this.
Or
Or for
anyways, what was
any of
Shirley
the
again?
clerics. Unfortunately, even though I want another healer.
Yes, well, that's unfortunate.
I mean, clearly she knows, like, fucking that stone spell, clearly. I still have the brick, too. By the way, how much damage does a brick do?
It's like a D3.
Oh. Plus
Actually, no, it's a okay, on its own it's there, but with magic, rock, stone, whatever the spell is called, it becomes a D6.
Oh. Plus strength?
Yes, because you're throwing it.
Oh, actually, no, I'm hitting people with it.
Yeah.
Occasionally throwing it, maybe.
My advice is to throw the boxes at people.
Okay, tell you what. At this point, she just gets out. She, like, listens to the dress and she, like, sticks out her feet. If one of you kisses my foot, I'll join.
I'm not into that.
Okay, fair enough.
And I start walking away.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Ranveig, kiss their foot!
Oh my word.
What gets me isn't what you said. It was just the silence. For several seconds. As everyone was waiting for someone else to do something.
I could be very creepy about...
Okay, you can do a sense motive.
Okay. Sense motive.
Heading back to the Rusty Drag. For a second.
Yeah, you're not entirely certain why she's doing this. Maybe she actually gets off on it. I don't know.
If you ripped off your lips and put them on and put it there, would that still count? Actually, what if you kissed your hand and then just like tapped it? Would that still count?
You're not here, so you can't ask.
No, I'm asking out a kid.
You don't know. No one's tried.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Ranveig or Adrianna can
Hang
make
on,
sense motives.
Wait a second. Hang on.
I just had this revolutionary idea
I
that I stole out of character.
I just remembered that I picked minor image or illusion or whatever you want to call it as a spell.
Yep. Okay, you're casting the spell.
Yes, Adrianna.
Yes.
With a little bit of a smile, going to create the illusion of a Hershey's kiss, and then put it on her foot.
Fuck, they know what branding is.
Of a what?
A Hershey's
kiss.
They know branding.
Okay.
The chocolate.
So, so it wouldn't be Hershey's, but you remember some sort of chocolate that was just, called a kiss. I don't know, maybe it'd be like Taldori, possibly even Alkenstari. And yeah, you just put it on her feet. She goes...
It's a Hershey's kiss. A Hershey's hiss, if you will.
Not going to lie, I foresaw this being a lot more difficult.
Pretty close to calling it a night, if that's alright.
Yeah, okay, we're probably gonna finish up in a couple minutes.
Alright, should I stay or should I go?
Tell you what, if you can stay for about another 10 minutes, we should be at the next place and we'll carry on the next session.
Alright, I'll hold on.
Yep, so she just goes, okay, fine. I did technically say it, so I will hold myself to my word. This time. Very well. Madam Mavashti at your service. For whatever that's worth.
And Adrianna's going to look at Torund and say,
I'm not there.
shoot, that's right.
I'll walk there.
Yeah. You could, both Ranveig, Liam, and Adrianna so know she's a bit pouty now. She's like, I wanted to make them uncomfortable. It was fun watching them suffer.
I got bored. Where are you guys? Why are you guys sitting here for so long?
God damn that girl, no smarts.
We're trying, kind of revitalizing ourselves.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yes. Adrianna gave me such a tender kiss on the foot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still there,
You know the
see?
chocolates, right?
Yeah. It's still there, see?
I'm going
nice.
to do the minor summoning.
In any case, Liam, don't you mind a summon?
Oh, yeah, by the way.
Why
what hit
not?
points-
I know what's going to happen before you do it. Allow me to save you the time.
Hey, yo, how many hit points do I get back, by the way?
From what?
From that rest? The rest?
You heal your hit die, number of hit dice you have plus constitution score. Oh, it's not score, mod. So you would heal 6 plus your con mod, which is
8.
Yes, you would heal 8 back 8.
No.
And that's also assuming that, Teni or anyone else didn't come in and just give you the heals.
Oh, no one did.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, Teni wasn't there, so let's assume that she just went da 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 with her furs.
Feel better now,
Yeah.
please. Thank you, Tiny. I appreciate you making me feel better.
Thank you. Thank you, NPC. In any case, so yep, she's going to just hop down and sort of hobble a bit. She goes, okay, let's get going.
Alright. Well, you want a horse or something, or?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Oh no, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk the whole way.
Alright, well, you enjoy
You
that.
can
I'll
borrow
be getting
my
the
horse.
Oh, well, thank you, Liam.
Well, actually, I was gonna...
Liam?
I was gonna recommend Bissy, but,
Liam?
Hmm?
You can borrow mine.
Hey,
I
Ranveig, you
have
can
the
borrow...
lizard.
In any
Oh,
case,
yeah. That's right.
Hey, Ranveig, you can borrow, Bessie if you want.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
move you guys down
Yeah,
No,
here.
that's a lie.
Is that a horse?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I can
I
take the
think
Also,
horse.
she's
that's a
too
lie.
heavy to fit on the lizard.
Oh.
Yep.
That's why.
In any case,
Also, no, you can't.
you guys... Yep. You guys are finally in the group, heading out down through the south, along the Lost Coast Road.
We're heading over here.
Yep. You guys,
Alright, where should we head first?
you guys head down here.
Alright, let's go.
Now, when you get to about here-ish, Do you head just like down the Lost Coast Road entirely, or do you venture off into some of these other farmlands?
I think we should venture off, you know?
Yeah, venture off.
Have some
Just
fun.
Okay.
try to get some information.
Cool. So what path are you taking when you get to about here-ish? Do you go...
We never want the middle.
So,
did
yep.
we?
You'd be heading around Cougar's Creek at that point. Heading along this farm trail near to where the Wish's Well is. Traveling down.
Let me get the path.
Go by Egan's Wood. Now, do you start off like in the rightmost section, or do you head like to like the middle?
Oh, hold on, give me a second.
Wait, hang on. And where are we?
And I'll draw the path for
Are
you.
we the Black Mage?
Yes, you are the Black Mage.
Yes. Don't worry, I got the line, bro.
Hang on, we gotta change the song. I'm sorry.
Keep in mind we are streaming and copyright.
Copyright.
Aw, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
See, I already got
I'd love to, but it's like copyright.
You see, I got the line, and you ignore the fact that I got the line. I appreciate that.
I will destroy my own line then. There
Thank
you go.
You make me feel insignificant and sad.
So you guys would be about there-ish. Takes about, let's say, about 2-3 hours travel to get to there by horse. So you're heading more towards these ones first, or are you just gonna head to like the middle and then...
We're gonna head to like the. We're gonna. I'm saying this like to myself. Like I'm assuming we're gonna be heading like through here and then here. You know.
Yeah, I guess our first step would probably be
Shadow Trap
here.
here twice.
right here.
Uh-huh.
Come on, ping. Right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold click.
So Torund, just draw your path.
Okay. Give me a second. Freehand.
Oh,
he's doing
it's
great.
because it was already on my witch's spell list.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yep. You guys head around Egan's Woods, traveling around Ashen Rise, traveling across the Suggy River, as you pass by a singular farmstead before heading to where the Hamleys' farm is. And as you are sort of moving south and crossing the river, the footpaths grow from wide and roughly even to dusty tracks hemmed in by fields of corn and other crops, with paths in between to connect the farmsteads. And approaching from, well, what is effectively the northern edge of the Whispering Wood, the farm for which you seek is not far away, and as you continue along, through trails laid through crops, you see other farms off in the distance, some closer than others.
Is always prepared.
And at last, you come down for the Northern Trail, to a farmstead of the Hamleys, just as the sun vanishes down behind the horizon and the moon begins to rise. And apparently I wrote that presuming this would take like an entire day to get here. Considering it took you, okay, let's see, we would be leaving there, so it's about there,
To be
so...
fair, we kind of did
okay,
take the long way, so.
So what's the equivalent month?
let's see, I wrote this down somewhere.
Speaking of which.
Okay, so it's been at least then. So it is currently the 10th of Neth, which would be equivalent to, I think Neth would be like mid-autumn.
I forget that in D&D time
days are
moves
shorter.
slower. Yeah, time moves slower.
I'm kind of curious why Madame Mahashtu didn't react to the fact that I said that she was too heavy to ride on the lizard.
She saw it coming and she steeled herself against it. Okay, so this is the equivalent of, you guys are like getting into like the middle of November. The equivalent.
Oh no, it started!
Oh, it's like Thanksgiving.
Are those bells I hear in the distance?
I thought it stopped.
Is
I
that
didn't
a
want to deal
piano?
with. I didn't want to deal with. Oh no, no pecans,
In any case,
no cashews.
you guys approach upon the Hamley's farm. I shall move y'all to the farmland, and that is where we shall end this session.
Oh boy, there sure are a lot of random scarecrows scattered about the place.
Yeah.
I sure do
Sure
wonder.
do hope the second I blink, they don't
Why?
start rushing towards me.
A lot of interesting figures, yeah.
Yep, and that's where that session ends. For those of you watching,
Man.
thanks for watching. See y'all next time and next week. As you guys
By the way, we had-
finally arrive.
We had 5 viewers.
Bye, Twitch.
By the way, we had 5 viewers. That's pretty cool. Pretty
That's
epic.
pretty cool, yeah. Bye, Twitch.
Sayonara,
Bye,
Twitch.
Yeah, one of them
Bye,
is
Twitch.
me.
Until next time.
Cool.